So this is my Kenworth 8 bag coming off of a W900 that we're going to be putting on Fiona. You can see that they cut the front of the axles off, just, you know, with the frame and everything on them. This is a 10-inch cut, so we need to make the opposite cut on Fiona so that she can be mated up to easily. I'm not going to do any grinding work on these cuts because the frame guy is going to be handling that. You know, not good for me to weld on. I ain't a welder. But you can see right here there used to be a cross member here. I'm hoping maybe we can preserve that and maybe go get a Kenworth cross member and put another one in. So we're going to be probably cutting the frame so that there can be a cross member here where it's already present, and then a cross member here where I was talking about earlier on the cutoff, and then the weld will be right in the middle, and we're going to sleeve the entire thing anyway to make it double framed, at least all the way up until the back of the engine mounts. That way we can get some little extra strength and we can take a higher load. We're going to get all these little parts off here. I don't necessarily got to get them all the way off, but we got to get most of them clean so that I can make it cut just about right there. We're going to do some measurements in a second. You'll see me do that process. I don't actually expect any of these bolts to come off clean because due to what happened the other day when we were taking the axles off, almost every bolt that was not a frame bolt pretty much just snapped straight off, which is fine. There we go. Just going to attempt to break it. Of course. I should have known better. We're just gonna cut these for no apparent reason. Okay. Oop, uh-oh. She's going. It's all this junk. So luckily, it's gonna be pretty easy to make this measurement cut because right here on the back, on the two pieces of frame are cut nice and even, and all we gotta do is measure out to where we want. Okay, so the way I figured where I was gonna cut it is basically I want a cross member here, and then there's an extra cross member that can be put in place right at the very edge of that cut on the 8 bag. But you don't want to go through any holes because obviously you have to fill those in, and any extra fill in for your weld is going to probably be weaker than the original steel, and you don't want it to crack. So what I'm going to try to do is, what I did was measure the length of the cut in between. So it's 10 inches on top, but it's 14 inches of a diagonal from top to bottom. What I did was just basically took the ruler and ball guessed that 14 right there, 14-inch cut like that would be pretty good, and we should be somewhere around 10 inches when we come up. So I marked my little spot right there. We're gonna strike a straight line, move 10 inches down, strike a straight line, and then go all the way across. Of course, there's some goop in the way. Okay, let's jump off the edge of my. Okay. Now all we gotta do is measure 10 inches down. Oh man, look at that. 14 inches on the dot. We'll just measure from this to here. 22 inches on the mark. Now, we said 22 inches, just to double check. Don't want to be wrong. We're off by like 2 centimeters maybe. Should be. Yeah. With the difference in twist, it's perfect. It's exactly the same. And then from here, we gotta measure 10 inches back. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm looking at my bolt hole right here, and this one is coming in right in behind it, but on my other side, it comes in front of it. So somehow, that's my 10-inch mark. I guess I was testing the marker on the frame to see if I could get the color match correctly, and somehow I struck the 11. It's exactly 11 inches when this is a 10-inch blind. That's just like a happy mistake. Well, I don't know if it's happy, but that means I gotta redraw this line right here and see what I come up correctly at. That's not good. That's straight. Man, that took forever. Now, I can tell that bolt hole now is probably not the same. You can do some back end measurements on the back, see if they're the same distance. So from center to center, we're looking at 3 3/4. Yeah, on this side, on the passenger side, it's only 3 inches. So that's okay though, because we're not going to cut through that hole. And also, this bolt hole right here is not the same anyway. Good thing we're cutting this off. This is like crap. I mean, I got rust coming through right there. Ain't no good. It looks like we're gonna be cutting off all the bad stuff. I think we'll be okay. These little spiky balls keep trying to hit me. Inches. I'm gonna go around and double check everything, make sure everything's same place, same straight lines and everything, and I'm pretty happy. Everything's looking pretty good. This cut should be pretty easy. I know there's gonna be a lot of people being like, got too much gear on, but you got soft hands, boy. But I don't play with exploding discs. I've seen it before. I ain't doing it again. Thematic. Can't believe that little bitty piece hold on the whole thing. So I think the cut went pretty well. Damn it. The cut went pretty well. Nice and straight. I mean, I couldn't ask. Look at that. It's pretty good. I try to mirror the cut that was on the. Should be a little bit cleanup on the bottom, but I try to mirror the cut that was on the Kenworth bag. So let's go check that out real quick. It's not the prettiest cut down here, but I think everything's gonna be very serviceable. I mean, obviously there's gonna be a little bit of cleanup, especially on the Kenworth. Complete success today. Everything being said, you know, doing everything myself and you know, with minimal tools, I think I'm pretty happy with the cut I got. Fiona's looking pretty good.